Hello guys, you're welcome to Coinspace. I am Austin. Today we're gonna be looking at Luna Classic and what is happening. But before then, let's go over to crypto bubbles and see what is happening in the market. Well, a lot of people have asked me if Luna Classic is gonna get back to $1. Well, hell yeah, it's definitely gonna get back to $1, but it's gonna take a lot of work and it's gonna take a lot of patience and much more. It's gonna take a lot of push from investors. Well, let's go right into crypto bubbles and see what is happening in crypto bubbles before we come right down to the classic and analyze it and see what the market is going to be for the day and for the week. Now, here on crypto bubbles, the market is not doing so amazing. Unlike a couple of days in yesterday, a day before yesterday, where we see the market, it's all going green and it's all amazing, all exciting. Like you can see, AR has lost minus 23.9%. Av has lost 13%. Lunar Classic is losing minus 7.4%, which is really not too great for the market. You can see the market is very much crazy and indifferent, except for a few coins that are doing pretty well, like XNX. XNX has done plus 16.4%, which is pretty amazing, pretty amazing. It's about one of the latest coin that is actually doing well right now, but like those coins sometimes you really can't predict their movement except you sort of the coins or the crypto very well. CRV is doing plus 8.4%, which is amazing. Well, let's go right back into the classic and see our business of the day and how it's pretty going. Now, if you look at the markets now, where we had this bull run, where we had before this bull run, we had a wave. We had a wave here, we had a wave here. Kindly follow my mouse pointer, please. We had a wave here that led to this particular bull run, which later saw itself reselling back, and then we came back to the point where we're still struggling right now. And right now, we're still pushing down, but this does not mean that the market is not going to be amazing. The market is pretty much going to be very much amazing in the long run. Now, we're expecting a second wave. Yes, we're very much expecting the second wave, but if you check the triangle I kept here, you see that this is the point where we're expecting the wave, but it didn't actually happen. And if you see now, the market is much more pushing on a very indecisive candlestick pattern, because if you check now, the investors are very skeptical. But notwithstanding, the major effect that is affecting all coins now and all crypto is the macroeconomic effect, is the global inflation that is affecting the market right now, that is making the trend to look as if it's not looking so good. But the market is going to be pretty amazing. Well, let's see what is going to happen to Luna in a couple of days. Well, if Luna by any chance comes up to hit one, sorry, let's take out the decimal, comes up to hit 1 2 here, this particular point here where I have this marker here. If it by any chance hits this point, forget it. We're gonna see Luna pushing up to as much as 0.0014440. Yes, it's pretty much possible, but when it gets here, don't be so excited, because it's definitely going to push down back to the same position again. Why is it going to happen that way? The reason it's going to happen that way is because of the inflation. Although the dollar is trying to hold its ground, pushing up a bit. The British pounds, the same thing. They're pretty much doing well. And again, the rate of employment again is about pushing up its index. So we're pretty much going to be looking at an uptrend kind of in the market. But for today, if this market by any chance closes down below this point, closes down below point 000903. If it closes down at this point, we're definitely going to be seeing a sell-off. Yes, we're definitely going to be seeing a sell-off much more than we've seen in a couple of days, because if it closes it at this point, investors are definitely going to lose interest. Like I always tell you, the market is not just driven by your strategy, your indicators. Most times the market is driven by the emotions of the investors. When investors actually see what is happening, sometimes they get very skeptical, and because it's their money that is at play, they say, oh no, I wouldn't want to lose much, let me get out of the market. Now, when they get out of the market, especially the big whales and those with lump sums in the market, when they get out of the market, they influence those people, those day traders, to actually get out of the market as well. And before you know it, the market comes crashing. Now, that is the brain behind the crashing. It is no rocket science. So, if by any chance the market hits this particular point, we're definitely going to see Luna crash tomorrow, but it is not going to be in the long term. It's just going to be in a matter of time for it to be able to complete the wave it's trying to build. Now, if you check, we'll have a wave. We already have one wave here, but it's not complete. We have one wave here, but it's not complete. But so once it's able to build a wave around, let's say in a couple of days, let's say 3, 4, 5, let's just say a week. Let me just say for a week. Let me just give it a week. If it's able to build a curve here, a wave here, we're gonna see Lunar Classic shooting up very high. I can't say how long and how much it's going to shoot up to, but we're definitely going to shoot up just like it shot up in this position here. It's definitely going to shoot up. Now, about Lunar Classic hitting up $1, yes, Lunar Classic is going to hit up $1 in the long run, basically because there are people working up, working hard to see that Luna actually gets up to $1, although there are factors trying to pull it down. But you know, when the course is set, a course is set. So I feel it's definitely going to push up. Well, this is not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his space saying what he knows. So if you want to invest in Lunar Classic, do your own investigation, do your own research before you go into it. I'm only saying what I know based on what I've studied so far. So there's a very exciting group called Lunar Rebels. They are a group of developers that are actually working assiduously to see that Luna actually gets back to its position. But the working on a cryptocurrency is not just for a particular group. It takes like the entire world, all hands to be on deck before the market can actually push up back to where it was. But the general idea of crypto is in the long term, except you're a day trader. But if you're not a day trader, the general idea of cryptocurrency trading, investing is for the long term. So Luna is definitely going to hit $1 back. It's about the only coin that has prospect right now, that has much more prospect than so many coins that are at this particular level. Now let's bounce back to crypto bubbles and look at the market volume with which it is trading right now. Let's check it up here. Lunar Classic. Now it has a 24-hour volume of 57.85 million today and a market cap of 638.20 million. Now it is pretty much amazing that it has hit this particular market cap, judging from how much the market capitalization was last 3 weeks ago. It really went down. I believe you attest to the fact that it went down because major exchanges had to delist Lunar Classic. They delisted it, and then at a point they listed it again. They did it several times. Binance, for instance, Binance delisted Lunar Classic, Luna severally, and then listed it again. They'll delist it and then list it. Now that actually affected investors. But now we're seeing the market pushing up. What is that telling us? It's telling us that this is a project that is going to, in the long run, make up for whatever it has cost investors and actually start on the benchmark that it has already been established on. So this is an analysis of Lunar Classic and what it's going to become. But before I end this video, let's look at how it has performed for the day. So today it's opened at a rather lower point today and it's still going down. But like I said, if it hit this particular point today, it ends its trade here today, it's definitely going to crash down tomorrow, but not for long. It's only going to be temporary. So the highest it has gone today, of course, is still trading, is 0.000109, although it's still trading, and the low is 963. Well, you can see the figures. You can see the figures on the top here as I run my mouse pointer on the candlestick here. So that is basically how Lunar Classic has done today. Well, if you're new to this channel, kindly smash the like and the subscribe button. It does help me a whole lot, and turn on post notification so as to get more of my videos. Thank you for sticking around. I am Austin, and this is CoinSpace.